To anyone who grew up in England, particularly in a small village in England, there is nothing at all strange about dressing up in ribbons and bells and hitting sticks together in public, or chasing a large cheese down a steep hill, or setting fire to things and running around with them, trying not to get burned. To outsiders, this is weird. These quirky customs and pastimes, with their roots in customs dating back to the Middle Ages, are the last bastions of English eccentricity, and are often just a little bit dangerous too. Third-degree burns, dropping your wife on her head, or knocked out with a Wellington but is all part of the fun. Warning: may contain Morris dancing. Bog snorkeling. If any of you ever doubted that us Brits are mad, this should make up your minds for you. Basically, participants dive into a bog, wearing goggles, a pair of flippers and a snorkel. They then proceed to race each other along a 120 feet trench filled with mud. Held every year, the participants come from all over the world and raise lots of money for charity. Straw Bear Day is an old English tradition held on the 7th of January. It is known in a small area of inland on the borders of Huntingdonshire and Cambridgeshire, including Ramsey Merside. This day is believed to be traditional start of agricultural year in England. A man or a boy wears a straw costume covering him from his head to toes. He goes from house to house where he dances. As prize for his dancing, people give him money, food, or beer. Worm charming is a way of attracting earthworms from the ground. Many do it to collect bait for fishing. But there are also those who do it as sort of sport. The village of Wollaston, near Nantwich, Cheshire, is the place where since 1980 the annual World Championships have been organised. The competition was actually initiated by local man Tom Shufflerbottom. The competition has 18 rules. I'm wrong, and they say sorry. English people love saying sorry. This is so genuinely polite that it may make you feel really embarrassed if the fault is yours. You bump into someone at road because you were not looking where you were going. The fault is yours, but if the other person is English, that person will be the first one to say sorry. Alejandra from Spain says, people say sorry even when they don't have to. I say, we really need to learn manners from the British. Jack and the Green, an excellent chance to follow what looks like a moving hedge through town on the Maybank holiday. Known as the Jack, he's attended by green-faced boggies and a Morris group, and later gets slain amid the Clifftop Castle ruins. It all began as a form of legalized begging for chimney sweeps out of work during the summer months. The Jack began as a garland, but grew and grew until he covered the person beneath. The practice of wife-carrying, a race hosted annually in the Know, Dorking, in which men carry their partner along a hilly 380m course dash, has a significantly less jovial history than the modern event suggests. Dating back to the Viking invasion of 793 AD, the race evolved out of the Nordics' rampage, in which a monastery was destroyed, and local women were carried off against their will. It was only in 2008 that the tradition was revived in the UK, albeit with a whole new, 21st century set of rules. The conditions of competing: wives must weigh at least 50 kilograms, and those lacking in kilos must make up the weight in the equivalent of baked bean cans, and must wear a helmet, and competitors must complete the course. The prizes: £100 and a barrel of pilgrim ale for the winning couple, who will go on to participate in the World Championships in Finland, a pound of sausage for the carrier of the heaviest wife, and mini cakes for the runners-up. The losers can look forward to receiving a ceremonial tin of dog food and a pot noodle. Historically, the dance may come from a Spanish celebration of the removal of Moors from Spain in the 15th century, but that's just speculation. Usually it involves men, and occasionally women, dressed in white trousers or breeches, and tops with red braces, dancing with a folky hop and a skip while carrying sticks, handkerchiefs or possibly swords. Some dancers in the borders with Wales paint their faces black, while elsewhere it is not unusual to find one of the male dancers, the Morris Fool, to be dressed as a woman. Banned by the Puritans led by Oliver Cromwell, the dance is steeped in folklore and can most commonly be found amidst May Day celebrations, usually near a pub.
Created using Powtoon.